Welcome back to today's exciting coin collecting journey. If you're fascinated by rare British coins and dream of finding a valuable treasure in your collection, then this video is for you. Today, we're counting down the top 4 most valuable United Kingdom 50 new pence coins. We'll explore different years, conditions, and rare varieties that have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Some of these coins may appear ordinary at first glance, but certain examples have sold for impressive prices at auctions. So sit back, relax, and let's discover the remarkable world of valuable 50 new pence coins. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1978 50 new pence coin in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may appear to be just another old piece of pocket change, but its history, design, collector interest, and auction value make it a fascinating part of British numismatics. In this video, we will explore the history behind the coin, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and how much it can be worth in today's market. Make sure to watch until the end because you might discover that an old coin sitting in your collection could be worth more than you think. The 50 new pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1969 as part of the country's transition to the decimal currency system. Before decimalisation, Britain used pounds, shillings, and pence, which many people found complicated. The introduction of the 50 pence coin helped prepare the public for the new decimal system that officially arrived in 1971. The 1978 50 new pence belongs to the first generation of large-sized 50 pence coins. These coins were significantly larger than the modern 50p pieces seen today. They circulated heavily throughout the United Kingdom and became one of the most recognisable coins in British currency. The 1978 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and featured the famous Britannia design on the reverse side. More than 72 million examples were produced in 1978, making it a common circulation coin rather than a scarce release. However, collectors still enjoy obtaining examples in better grades because many surviving pieces show heavy wear from decades of circulation. One of the most distinctive features of the 1978 50 new pence coin is its 7-sided shape, technically known as an equilateral curve heptagon. This innovative design made the coin easy to identify by touch and difficult to confuse with other denominations. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the royal inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse showcases Britannia seated beside a lion while holding a trident, symbolizing Britain's maritime strength and national pride. Above the design are the words New Pence, while the denomination appears below. The coin was struck in cupronickel, weighs approximately 13.5 grams, and measures 30 millimeters in diameter. These specifications made it one of the largest circulating British coins of its era. Rarity and collector demand in damaged condition. Although the 1978 50 new pence is not considered a rare coin due to its large mintage, collector demand still exists for high-quality examples and unusual varieties. Coins in fine condition are generally considered well circulated, showing moderate wear on the portrait and reverse details while retaining clear designs. Damaged coins, such as those with scratches, corrosion, cleaning marks, bends, or edge damage, are usually less desirable to collectors. Most serious numismatists prefer coins that remain as close to their original state as possible. However, even damaged examples can attract buyers who are building date collections of British decimal coins. Some collectors purchase worn examples simply to fill gaps in their collections. Coins featuring unusual minting errors may also generate additional interest, even when they show signs of wear. Because millions were produced, ordinary damaged examples rarely command high premiums. The strongest demand remains for uncirculated specimens, brilliant uncirculated examples, proof strikes, and unusual error coins. Now let's discuss what most viewers want to know: how much is a 1978 50 new pence coin worth today? A typical circulated or fine condition example is usually worth close to its face value unless it possesses an unusual characteristic. In most cases, collectors may pay around $1 to $3 for a nice collectible example. Uncirculated examples can sell for approximately $2 to $5 depending on quality and market demand. Certified high-grade coins may achieve higher prices when offered through specialized auctions. Proof versions produced for collectors are more valuable and can reach around $8 or more depending on preservation and presentation. Auction values can fluctuate based on demand, grading, and whether the coin exhibits any rare mint errors. While the 1978 50 new pence is not among the legendary rare British 50p coins, collectors continue to seek attractive examples because of their historical importance as part of the original decimal coinage series. If you own a 1978 50 new pence coin or are planning to buy one, there are several important tips to keep in mind. First, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for signs of excessive wear, scratches, cleaning damage, or corrosion. Second, pay attention to the details on Britannia and the Queen's portrait. Strong details usually indicate a better grade and higher collector value. Third, Never clean old coins. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and significantly reduce collector interest. Fourth, store coins in protective holders, capsules, or albums to prevent future wear. Finally, research recent auction sales before buying or selling. Coin values change over time depending on market demand and collector interest. The United Kingdom 1978 50 new pence coin is a fascinating reminder of Britain's early decimal currency era. While it is not an extremely rare coin due to its large mintage, it remains an important collectible for enthusiasts of British coinage. Fine condition examples are affordable and accessible, making them a great addition for beginners and experienced collectors alike. Its distinctive seven-sided shape, classic Britannia design, and connection to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II ensure that it will always hold historical significance. Next up, the United Kingdom 50 new pence 1981 coin. At first glance, this large seven-sided coin may seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change. However, many collectors are curious about whether a 1981 50 new pence coin has any significant value, especially when found in circulated condition. In this video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy coin collecting and discovering hidden treasures, make sure to watch until the end. The 50 new pence coin was first introduced in 1969 as part of the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency. Before decimalisation, Britain used a much more complicated monetary system consisting of pounds, shillings, and pence. The introduction of the 50 new pence coin helped simplify everyday transactions and became one of the most recognisable coins in circulation. The 1981 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and features the famous portrait of the Queen designed by Arnold Machin. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation, making them a familiar sight throughout the United Kingdom during the early 1980s. One of the most distinctive features of the 1981 50 new pence coin is its seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curve heptagon. This innovative design allowed the coin to be easily identified while still rolling smoothly through vending machines and counting equipment. The obverse displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II along with the inscription Elizabeth II Deed G.Reg F.D. The reverse features the seated figure of Britannia holding a trident alongside a lion, symbolizing Britain's strength and maritime heritage. The denomination 50 new pence appears around the design. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it durability and resistance to wear. Even decades later, many examples remain in collectible condition. When discussing rarity, it's important to understand that the standard 1981 50 new pence coin is not considered rare. Large numbers were minted, and many examples survive today. As a result, circulated and damaged pieces are generally common within the numismatic market. However, collector demand can increase when unusual characteristics are present. Coins with striking errors, off-center designs, double strikes, or other minting anomalies may attract serious interest from collectors. Even heavily circulated coins can sometimes sell for a premium if they possess a verified error. For ordinary damaged examples showing scratches, corrosion, dents, or heavy wear, collector demand tends to be relatively low. Most collectors prefer coins with stronger details and less damage. Nevertheless, some enthusiasts still seek circulated examples to complete date collections at affordable prices. The value of a 1981 50 new pence coin depends heavily on its condition. A heavily circulated example commonly sells for approximately 50 cents to $2 USD. Coins showing moderate wear but retaining clear details may bring between $2 and $5 from collectors to higher grade circulated examples with attractive surfaces can sometimes reach $5 to $15 USD, particularly when sold through online auction platforms. Uncirculated examples may command higher prices depending on eye appeal and preservation. If a genuine mint error is present, auction values can increase substantially. Rare error specimens have occasionally sold for tens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on the nature and rarity of the mistake. As always, professional authentication is recommended for any coin believed to have a significant minting error. For collectors searching for valuable 50 new pence coins, always examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for unusual features, minting errors, edge abnormalities, or die varieties that may increase value. Store coins in protective holders to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Avoid cleaning old coins, as cleaning can significantly reduce collector value. Research recent auction results to understand current market trends and compare your coin with certified examples whenever possible. Building a complete collection of 50 new pence coins from different years can also be an enjoyable and affordable way to enter the hobby of coin collecting. The United Kingdom 50 new pence 1981 coin is an interesting piece of British decimal currency history. Although standard circulated examples are generally common and not especially rare, they remain popular among collectors who appreciate historic British coinage. Most circulated pieces are worth only a few dollars, but exceptional examples and genuine mint errors can attract much higher auction prices. Next up, the United Kingdom 50 new pence coin from 1978 in very fine condition. While this coin was once a common sight in everyday transactions across Britain, many collectors are now interested in its historical significance, collectible appeal, and potential auction value. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1978 50 new pence coin, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and how much it can sell for in today's market. If you enjoy coin collecting or are curious about valuable British coins, stay tuned until the end. The 50 new pence coin was first introduced in 1969 as part of the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency. Before decimalisation, British money was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, a system that had existed for centuries. The introduction of the 50 pence denomination represented a major modernisation of the nation's currency. By 1978, the coin had already become a familiar part of daily life throughout the United Kingdom. The 1978 issue was produced during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and was struck in large quantities to meet circulation demands. Although millions were minted, surviving examples in attractive condition continue to attract collectors who appreciate historical British coinage. One of the most distinctive aspects of the 1978 50 new pence coin is its unusual seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curve heptagon. This innovative design allowed the coin to be easily recognized by both the public and vending machines. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin, one of the most iconic portraits used on British coins during the decimal era. The reverse displays Britannia seated beside a lion, holding a trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's strength, maritime heritage, and national identity. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a durable silver-colored appearance that has helped many examples survive decades of circulation. Although the 1978 50 new pence coin is not considered extremely rare, collector demand varies greatly depending on condition. Coins in damaged condition, showing heavy wear, scratches, corrosion, or cleaning marks, are generally worth only a small premium above face value. However, some collectors still seek damaged examples to fill gaps in date collections, especially if the coin remains identifiable and retains key design details. The very fine condition category is much more desirable because important features such as Britannia's details, the lion, lettering, and the Queen's portrait remain clearly visible despite moderate circulation wear. As more collectors focus on completing decimal-era collections, attractive very fine examples continue to enjoy steady demand. The market value of a 1978 50 new pence coin depends heavily on condition and collector interest. In heavily worn or damaged condition, the coin may sell for approximately 50 cents to $2 US. A typical very fine example often commands between $3 and $10 US in online sales and coin auctions. Higher grade examples in extremely fine or uncirculated condition can achieve values ranging from $15 to $50 US or more, particularly if they possess exceptional eye appeal. Special presentation pieces, proof versions, or coins with unusual errors may reach significantly higher prices when offered through specialized numismatic auctions. As always, market prices fluctuate depending on demand, rarity, and the overall condition of the coin. If you own a 1978 50 new pence coin, avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can reduce its collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin album to prevent scratches and environmental damage. When evaluating condition, pay close attention to the details of Britannia, the lion, and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Collectors should also compare recent auction results and consult reputable coin dealers to obtain realistic market valuations. If you believe your coin is an exceptionally high grade or possesses an unusual minting error, consider professional grading services, which can help authenticate the coin and potentially increase buyer confidence. The United Kingdom 50 new pence coin of 1978 represents an important chapter in British decimal coinage history. While it is not among the rarest British coins ever produced, its distinctive design, historical significance, and enduring collector appeal make it a worthwhile addition to many collections. A very fine example can be worth several dollars, while exceptional specimens may bring much higher prices at auction. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or a beginner exploring British coins, the 1978 50 new pence remains an interesting and collectible piece of the United Kingdom's monetary heritage. Next up, the United Kingdom 50 new pence 1969 coin in fine condition. Many people have seen this large seven-sided coin in old collections, coin jars, or family keepsakes, but few realize that some examples have become highly collectible over the years. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1969 50 new pence coin, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, auction market value in dollars, and some useful tips for collectors. Stay with us until the end to discover whether this historic coin could be worth more than its face value. The 50 new pence coin was introduced in 1969 as part of the United Kingdom's transition to decimal currency. Before decimalisation officially arrived in 1971, the British government began issuing decimal coins to help the public adapt to the new monetary system. The large 50 pence coin was one of the most important denominations introduced during this period. The 1969 issue represents the very first year of the 50 new pence coin. Because it marked the beginning of a new era in British coinage, it holds special historical significance among collectors. Millions of these coins entered circulation, allowing people across the country to become familiar with the upcoming decimal currency system. One of the most distinctive characteristics of the 1969 50 new pence coin is its seven-sided shape, known technically as an equilateral curve heptagon. This innovative design allowed the coin to roll smoothly in vending machines while remaining easy to identify by touch. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II created by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the traditional royal inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse design displays Britannia seated beside a lion, holding an olive branch and trident. This iconic image has long been associated with British strength, stability, and maritime heritage. The denomination new pence appears on the reverse, reflecting the country's transition to decimal currency. The coin was struck in cupronickel and is considerably larger than modern 50 pence coins, making it an impressive addition to any collection. Although the 1969 50 new pence was produced in large numbers, finding attractive examples today can be challenging. Most coins spent decades in circulation, accumulating scratches, dents, edge wear, and other signs of heavy USA in fine condition. The coin shows considerable circulation wear, but major design elements remain visible. Collectors often seek these pieces because they represent an affordable entry point into early decimal coin collecting. Damaged examples generally attract less interest than undamaged coins. Coins with severe scratches, corrosion, cleaning marks, bends, or other defects typically sell for lower prices. However, because 1969 was the first year of issue, even worn or slightly damaged specimens continue to enjoy steady demand from collectors assembling date sets of British decimal coinage. Higher grade examples are considerably scarcer and command much stronger prices, especially when original surfaces and sharp details remain intact. Now let's discuss what collectors are most interested in. The valued. A typical 1969 50 new pence coin in fine circulated condition usually sells for approximately $1 to $5 US, depending on its appearance and market demand. Examples showing heavier wear or minor damage often trade for less than $1 to $3. Coins with significant damage may only be worth their collectible novelty value. Better preserved very fine examples can sell for around $5 to $15, while extremely fine pieces may achieve $15 to $40 or more. Uncirculated specimens are much scarcer and can command prices ranging from $50 to several $100 depending on quality, certification, and auction interest. Exceptional mint state examples offered through major auction houses occasionally achieve even stronger results. When competitive bidding occurs, if you own a 1969 50 new pence coin, carefully inspect its condition before determining its value. Look for clear details on Britannia, the lion, and Queen Elizabeth II portrait. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning often reduces collector value. Original surfaces are generally preferred by experienced numismatists. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Compare your coin with auction records and recent sales to obtain a realistic estimate of its market value. If you believe your coin is an exceptionally high grade, consider professional grading, which can increase buyer confidence and potentially improve its selling price. Finally, remember that rarity alone does not determine value. Condition, demand, and historical importance all play significant roles in the coin market. The United Kingdom 50 new pence 1969 coin is a fascinating piece of British monetary history. As the first 50 pence coin ever issued, it represents the beginning of the country's decimal currency era and remains highly recognizable among collectors. While most fine condition examples are relatively affordable, their historical significance and enduring popularity continue to make them desirable additions to collections. Depending on condition, these coins can range from just a few dollars to much higher amounts for exceptional specimens. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn more about rare British coins and their values, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time, happy coin collecting and good luck discovering hidden treasures in your collection.